Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Catch. I am back for another I Saw It in Somerset Studio magazine. Today we're going to use the November, December, January 2026 edition. It is volume 29, issue 4. We're going to look at page 52 is where it starts. It's the Exposed by Deborah South McEvoy, and I like her stuff. So it's cardboard, corrugated cardboard, which you can see, with faces on it, with kind of splatters and numbers. These are numbers that are on the box itself. Like you can see part of the packing tape there from Amazon. And then she's just done like some splatters. That, like this has some of the tape and a pin. And yeah, these are very cool. I've thought about them for a while. Wasn't sure if I wanted to try them or not, but we're gonna wing it. I did try one. My style is entirely different than hers. But you know, that's fine. We're all gonna have our own style. So I tend towards this Victorian kind of look. And so, I wanted the hair up in a bun and that type of thing. But you can do yours however you want. And what I would say is if you are like, I can't draw a stick figure or whatever, you could, find an image like in a magazine, run a photocopy of it, take the photocopied piece, color on the back with some pencil, put it over your cardboard, trace the face on the front, and then you'll have, kind of the image on your cardboard, and then go over it with like I'm going to use a Micron 5, or you could use a Sharpie or, whatever to get the black. And then I used Stabilo all in black and white. I have them in both. And I used a gel pen. This is the Panda Fly white gel pen 1.0. So yeah, that's how I did it. And then you can, do spots of color. I did pink. This is the Tim Holtz Distress crayons. I just did 3 lines and then kind of smudged them with some of the white watered down acrylic. So yeah, just play around, have fun with it. They're cardboard boxes that you're probably going to throw in the trash, recycle, or whatever, so it doesn't matter. Just play around. That's what I finally told myself, because I was like, I don't know if I can do those. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can do another one and see how it goes. So you can see I have some writing up here. Some of the cardboard part is gone. So we're just gonna use this and see what we get. So how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. This is my second video today, so hopefully it'll work so that I can be done doing videos today. So I usually start with like an arch like that, and then I do a circle for the eye. And you can, however you like to draw a face, draw it that way. And then you just have to remember, if you're going to draw your circle over to one side further like I did on this side, make sure it's over that way too. Because if you do it to the other side, it'll look like the eyes are going 2 different directions. I'm sure you know that, but I have messed up before on these things, so that's why I'm saying it. And then our eyebrow. However you want to do that. And then I kind of like to do just some, your eyelid kind of thing. And then the nares of the nose, the holes of the nose, I just do, the little nair thing. And I'll bring it closer so you can see. And we need some lips. And you don't have to make all the connections. Like you can, do a little something like that. You don't have to draw out every little detail. My big thing is the hairline. I don't know what it is with hairlines, but I really struggle with that. So her face is going to come down, it kind of goes into cheeks. And again, you don't have to connect every line if you don't want to. She needs a chin, but don't make it too low because it'll look weird. If you get too low, it's going to look strange. And then the ears are kind of start at about eyebrow. height, roughly. And, you know, there's all kinds of drawing videos that will tell you, you know, more like if you grid the face off and do all these things, but I can't be bothered with all that. So I just do my own whatever. And then I just kind of do some hair. However, I don't know what it is with hairlines, but I don't like them. They always end up looking weird to me. I'm going to do kind of the bun thing like I did again. I kind of like the bun. I never wear my hair in a bun, but I think it just works for the style of like journals and stuff that I do. I feel like I don't do super modern, really. Well, not at all. Not just really, but not at all. Do have some hairs coming down like that. And then she needs a neck. Her chin's a little big, but that's okay. I'll just kind of do this. And we'll do some shading under there, and it'll be fine. And then she'll probably have a few hairs come down there and back behind here. I always end up doing curly hair too, and I don't have curly hair either. Okay, so roughly that's what we're looking at. And the other thing with the eyes is you have to, like, wherever you're going to put the light in the eye, just make sure that it's this on the same side again so that it doesn't look weird. Otherwise it will look weird. And then there's usually some shadow because the light's hitting this way. So, and then you can take your white, if you have the Stabilo all white, and just kind of give some highlight at the top of the eyebrow. Kind of, you get a little light right here on your cheeks. This side's going to be more shaded, but, and some light on the lower lip usually. And as I mentioned, there are people that do whole big long videos on all this. I don't do probably the, well, I know I don't do the technical way. I'll get some shadow under here. On this side, got the shadow on her eyes. Need to put a little in your hair, and we'll come and add water, so. Okay, then I'm going to take a water brush, and you could use just water on a brush too. You don't have to have a water brush, but come in the hair here. And I covered her ear. It's fine. A lot of it is going to come, like, it'll look dark right now, but it'll dry a whole bunch lighter. So it's not an issue. And then you can kind of come under her hairline here and add a little color. And you can add more, like, I feel like I made her head a little small, so I'm coming out of the lines. I can come back with my pen if I want and add more of that. I'm going to come down on her neck right here. I made her neck a little thick, so I'm taking kind of some of it away here. You can borrow some of the Stabilo all where it's dark and put it other places, you know, to get more color. And there's still a little here. Dab it off a little bit because I'm going to do her cheeks, but I don't want her cheeks looking black, you know, like too dark of a color. There is more shadow on this side. because the light isn't on that side. And this will dry lighter. Put kind of a line under her eye. And if you feel like it's getting too dark or whatever, you can do that. And then you can take, since this is the side with the shadow, I know I turned it upside down, but, or, you know, sideways, but you want this side to be more in shadow over here. You can add the sides of the nose. More shadow over here. Okay. And you can add more as you go if you're like, that's still not what I wanted or whatever. You can do that. I'm going to put more of this white in around her eyes over here. It's actually this side I want that on. And you can even take some from your actual pencil, dab it off maybe a little. I don't want it too dark, but you have some light on top of the nose. Okay, I don't know. I want to let it dry a little bit before I mess with it anymore. Because it makes me kind of nerve-wracked. Let's use this again. A little bit. Oops, this is the bigger one, I think. Yeah. Or no, it isn't. Nope. Need a little on her lips up here. Okay, I'm going to get it dry, and then I will come back. Okay, I'm back, and it's mostly dry. This is what I have. I did add a little more to her eyebrows because she was looking like they were too far that way. And still not perfect, but it's better. And then we're going to take some of the white gel pen and come in. I'll just show you when I get... It's just so hard to have it so close and then I never remember to move it back is the problem. And now it's like, I'm probably gonna have to add some more light. It's kind of this back and forth, or some more dark. It's this back and forth thing of trying to get the right balance. Okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna just put some of the highlights, whatever, in her hair. And then you come back in with some of the dark. And kind of go over that again. Okay, so I'm not going to mess with that anymore. It is what it is at this point. Okay, so then you can add things to it. You can, if you want, you can take some more of the corrugated cardboard off. I don't want to do a lot of that because, sorry, my phone's ringing. I don't want to lose like these numbers and that. But I can definitely take away some of it. And I don't really need like all of this cardboard. I think I'm going to come in with this 2 just because I liked the look of the numbers with it. And these are in my Etsy shop. Oh, and there's this other 3 that I just peeled off. I kind of like the idea of just adding that back on. Could even go a different direction like this. So then you can just play after you stress yourself with the drawing. Then you can just play around. It does stress me. I don't know why, but it does. Well, it doesn't stress me when I'm doing it on my own. It's when I have to come on camera and do it. That's when it stresses me out. For whatever reason. And I don't know why too. I just like this too. So. I think I'm going to take some of this off. I'd probably use this like a topper or something like that because it is cardboard. And I'm not sure what else. I mean, I did add that one. It was a little bit thinner cardboard that I put in the journal, but this one's a little bit thicker. So I think I would probably have it as a topper. Sorry, my brain is not connecting. Let's do a little bit of maybe this black watered down acrylic, because then you can just kind of splat some wherever. I mean, you can do these however you want. You could go all kinds of things you could do with it. I'm going to use a piece of this, I think. It's just, actually I have this piece of lace in this good color. Just going to glue it right there is what I said. I put a little piece of this under. I don't care if it goes over that paint, whatever. It'll all dry. It'll be fine. Because I do want one of these pins. Rusty pins. I like how she has that rusty pin on there. Do it before the glue dries, and then I can't get it in there. Should have put it on before I glued it. Note to self. Make life easier, not harder. Really bad at that. Okay. And then I'm going to take some this brush. The ratty old brush. Add some gesso. Okay, then I think I'm just gonna let it be and dry all the way. Kind of feel like I want some little bits of something, but I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so that is my version. Well, and the other version that you guys saw. I don't think I want to add the lines to this one. I don't know that I'm crazy about the lines. I do like the pink. So I recommend the Distress Oxide or the Distress Crayons of Tim Holtz, or like oil pastels, water soluble oil pastels. Oh, I know, I want to do some of this. So I'm going to get this dry and I'll be right back, because I do want to add some of that ink. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I added this piece of the packing tape from Amazon. And so that's my face. I want to add, that's a little wet right there, some Distress ink. I'm gonna just dab this because I don't want to wait for it to dry. That almost looks like an itty bitty cross right there. I like that. I don't know if it'll stay. I don't want to mess it up, but I'm gonna try to. I probably just ruined it. Yep, I did. I should have just left it alone. So much for that. All right, anyways, let's put, so I just spritz water on there. Sometimes it's very difficult. It's lifting on that pen right there, the pin. So it doesn't want to touch the... Okay, I like that better. And then we're going to put some ink around the edges. I forgot that part too. So once again, I probably went way overboard. But again, my style is just different than hers, and that's fine. Because yours is different than mine, right? Much grungier. Okay, so that is my take along with this other one, which I already showed you, but if you want the lines and things, no lines and things, more grungy. And then this is her style, or the inspiration pieces. So fun, very fun. I love this. The whole packing, and it looks like she's got pieces of the box like stitched. There's a washer, but this looks like pieces of the box, I think. I don't know. Anyways, it was fun. And it's a cardboard box, so what I would say is just have fun with it. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.